Hey everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I'm here with a process video for you. So this is a pocket layout, and I'm using the stash kit that I had already created a long time ago that I found in my stash when I was actually doing my reorganizational project. So I'm still using that, and I think this may be the last layout with it. I'm really not sure. So today is Tuesday, February 19th. Is that right? Yes, that is right. And this is actually day 18 of my video a day in February. I'm a day behind. I got really sick the other day and just didn't get to post it. So I'm still going to number them on the days that they should be. And my goal is to probably have a Saturday or something where I actually have 2 different videos up for you. But I will catch up. Because I am focused, and I really want to do a video a day. Like, this has really been something I've wanted to do, and so I'm going to make sure that I do it. So the very first thing I'm doing here is actually laying out my photos. I did have to trim one photo down, and I know I could have printed it at 3x4, but I wanted my nephew. So these are all of my nephews in Calen. So I have 3 nephews. The one on the very top left, and that's actually going to be a flip pocket. This was actually his first birthday, so we were down there to celebrate his first birthday with him. And then the little boy right below him is my other nephew, Finn, and the top one is Warren. And then the other nephew right there at the bottom, in the middle row, is Finn, and he is my younger sister's son, and he is, let's see, August, September, October, November. He is 6 months older than Warren. Warren is right there on the top, and that's my older sister's son. And then, of course, there's a picture of Calen and I in the middle. And then on the bottom right is a picture of my brother-in-law. That's my younger sister's husband. And Calen and Walter. And Walter is Warren's older brother, which is my older sister. So if you need a chart, let me know. I'll draw it out for you. I like to explain who all the people are, though, because it kind of explains some of the pictures, in a sense, and kind of a little bit of the dynamic. So I didn't actually include this story on there, but I may go back and include it just because it's kind of funny. But this is a picture of Dennis, or Uncle Dennis, and Calen and Walter. And Dennis had those boys convinced. Well, like, we spent the whole weekend with them, but we, of course, had Warren's birthday party, his first birthday party. But at one point, Dennis was telling Calen and Walter about how he got bit by a shark and how he recovered from the shark bite and all of this stuff. And this is totally not true. Dennis has never been bitten by a shark. But these 2 boys, Calen and Walter, were so, like, enthralled by this story. And they had, was it a shark or was it a tiger? I can't remember how the story goes. I'll have to ask Calen. It was either he was bit by a shark or he was bit by a tiger. I'm not sure what it is. But he had all the details. He was telling them this story for like 30 minutes. And then these 2 boys came running to us to tell us about how Uncle Dennis had survived this attack and all of this stuff, and how the scars have already healed so you can't see it. Oh my gosh, these kids were like... it was really funny because they were so into it. They were so into the story. Like, they were so amazed and shocked by this awesome story that Uncle Dennis had. And then, the other picture, the top one, Warren, it just looks all crazy with the cake all over his face. And there's a couple different pictures, like the progression of him eating cake, and he was just smearing it everywhere. And it's funny looking at these pictures because this is February of 2017, so almost exactly 2 years ago. His birthday was actually yesterday on the 18th, and he just turned 3. So it's really funny to kind of actually see these photos exactly 2 years ago, pretty much. And I did not do that on purpose. It just happened to be the next set of photos that I picked up, like the next envelope I had. I didn't really even think about the fact that it was his birthday. So it's really funny to see him turning 1 versus him now turning 3. And I didn't get to see him on his birthday. They live about 3 hours away, so I didn't get to see him yesterday for his birthday because it didn't end up on the weekend this year, and Calen had school yesterday, so we didn't get to go down. But I do see him quite frequently, and it's just really cute to see how he's growing up. And then, of course, Finn is right below him in the exact same thing. It's really cute to see how he's growing up. Here, he's like playing with the wrapping paper. So Warren would open the presents, and Finn would go steal the wrapping paper and play with the wrapping paper. So they had this like pattern take the wrapping paper, open a present. Take the wrapping paper, open a present. So this, and then the top right photo, which I have not even talked about. The top right photo is a picture of Calen. There's like a really little blue dot that you can see in the middle. You'll see it better in the still photos at the end. But there's a little blue dot in the middle of that photo, and that is Calen down in the woods. I'm standing on the deck of my mom's house, and this is her whole backyard, and then she owns the property behind her. So he loves to like go romp around in the woods, tromp around in the woods, and just play. We all enjoy going through the woods and just kind of having fun. And this just happened to be a really nice February day where he got to kind of go around, and the weather was beautiful. So I've got all my photos and cards laid out, and I've got some embellishing going on. This layout is a little bit different than how I normally do. Normally I lay all my papers out. I'll get all my photos laid out, then I get all my papers laid out and cards laid out, and then I embellish. Well, this one I kind of did a little backwards. I found a card, then I ended up embellishing that a little bit. That's like that thumbprint one. So it looks like a thumbprint, but if you actually read the text, it's from the Family Ties collection from Photo Play Paper. There we go. Photo Play Paper. The collection is Family Ties. And that card on the bottom that says, "These are my people," is also from that same collection. Those were actually from the cut-apart sheet. I just trimmed the bottom one down because I didn't like the frame that it had printed on the card. So I just trimmed that down and then layered on a piece of pattern paper that I had a scrap of. But the thumbprint actually has text like family is important and enjoying family and all of that. That's actually written in that thumbprint. So the only thing I did is kind of layered a little bit of a tag or a ticket on top of it, and then left that pretty blank. Then I also have I have a couple Studio Calico cards. The 3 other 3x4 cards are actually all Studio Calico cards. And the one that's the second one says Chase Adventure. And I'm just going to do my journaling on there. I'm actually going to draw some journaling lines using my T-square ruler. If you don't have a T-square ruler, I suggest you get one. It is one of the best tools I have. I use it to line up titles. I use it to do my journaling. I use it to measure. I use it to make sure things are symmetrical whenever I'm trying to, especially like if you're going to take a piece of paper and cut it and then layer it behind a photo or something to where it looks like one continuous piece. It is so much nicer to have that T-square ruler to help you make sure the bottoms or the tops or the sides of the papers are all even, so that it really truly does look like one continuous piece. Excuse me. Thank you all for the well wishes, by the way. I am super congested still. I've got my voice back, as you can see, but each and every morning I teach English classes. So somebody asked what I do. So I teach English classes through a company called VIP Kid, and I don't always, but I think I might start putting my referral link for VIP Kid in my description, just in case anybody is interested in going to check it out, because I would really appreciate the referral. It makes a big difference as far as like my work with the company, and I really enjoy it. But what I do is I wake up basically 4 a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, to teach my students who are in China. And right now they are currently 13 hours ahead of us here, and then they're about to have their time change at the end of this week, so then they will only be 12 hours ahead. But basically I teach super early morning, which is their like later afternoon, and occasionally I teach at night, which is their morning. Right now they're on winter break, so a lot of them are not in school, so they could take their lessons in the morning. But I really wake up super early. I'm saying all that to say, because that was kind of a long drawn out explanation. I'm saying all that to say that I wake up really early, and right now, because I've been sick, I have to push my voice to get through to teach my classes. And then so by about 10 a.m., I'm like trashed. Like I'm exhausted because I have been pushing for hours. My voice hurts, my throat hurts, my voice is all scratchy and all of that. So it's been kind of a little bit brutal during the day because I have pushed myself so much super early in the morning, which is when your voice is typically not like at its best, and then add sick being on top of that. So anyways, this is probably one of the better mornings I've had. It is approximately 8:08 right now. I just don't have any classes for the rest of the morning. I'm finished teaching. So that is that. I'm still going through and embellishing. I'm just kind of flipping through all the supplies that I have in this kit. I have a two 12 by 12 sticker sheets. I have a whole slew of die cuts. I have different packages of things like this, which are these word stickers. I also have a planner. That's a Recollections planner sticker sheet that you see laying on the desk with the banners on it. I have tons of cards. I have tons of, I have two 6 by 6 paper pads. I have rub-ons. I have alphas. I have a Tim Holtz, what is that, Small Talk. There we go. Is it Small Talk? Whatever it is. Tim Holtz word stickers. I have a lot of different supplies in here, and I could continuously make more and more layouts with it. As you guys have seen, I could just continue to go. But I kind of feel like I want to flip to something different. So this afternoon, I'm either going to make another layout with this particular kit, or I'm going to go ahead and create another stash kit. I think I want to go ahead and create another stash kit though, because I have a couple 12 by 12 layouts that I want to do. I haven't done a 12 by 12 layout in weeks, and it feels super weird to even say that, but I just had so many more photos printed for pocket layouts instead of 12 by 12 layouts that I just haven't done them. But I did also find a Studio Calico 12 by 12 scrapbooking kit. I only have one, but I had a 12 by 12 scrapbooking kit that was in the ottoman, my Mary Poppins ottoman. So I think I may pull that out and create a stash kit around it. Those kits are just not enough for me to really work with for multiple layouts. I can get 1 or 2 good ones out of it, and that's it. But I'm going to go ahead and take that kit and bulk it up and maybe add pocket cards to it, maybe add a couple of other embellishments, add a couple alphas and things like that. So I think that may be what I do this afternoon and have for you guys tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. I never know exactly what I'm going to do until I do it, because my brain is just like that. It's kind of all over the place. I've got some work to do for my Etsy shops the rest of this morning, and then I'll get into the scrapbooking or kit building here in a little bit. So we'll see what actually happens. You guys will find out tomorrow, whatever I do. But I am thinking about using that 12 by 12 kit from Studio Calico to kind of create a stash kit around it and bulk it up a little bit more. I love doing that. It is so much fun. I love building stash kits completely from my stash, like bare bones from my stash, pick a piece of paper as inspiration and go with it, which I will definitely show you guys. Since I'm doing more and more videos, you'll be seeing more and more of those processes. I had tried Patreon at one point, and I had posted those types of things on there, and it just didn't work for me. I couldn't sustain it, and there wasn't a whole lot of interest in it at the time. So I'm not using my Patreon account or anything like that, and I'm just going to start posting more videos, I think, on YouTube. One thing that this February scrap-a-thon, video-a-thon, whatever, has showed me is that I really can sustain more videos than what I've been putting out for you guys. And I love to scrapbook, and I love to do things crafty, so I am doing those things every day. I just don't always share them. So I think I haven't 100% decided, but I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there for you guys. I think I will be changing my video schedule and doing more videos per week, but I'm not going to do 7 days a week. I do need a couple days off in case I do get sick and things like that, or go on vacation or something like that. I've just got to be able to build in a couple days off into my schedule. But I'm really thinking that I may start scrapbooking and making videos for you guys. I'm thinking roughly right now maybe 5 days a week. Maybe like Monday through Friday, having a video every day, or Tuesday through Saturday or something like that, since I usually do my editing in the morning and post it in the afternoon. Something like that. I haven't 100% decided, but I'm saying all this to say that you guys are probably going to start seeing more videos from me. This February series has shown me that I can do it, and I enjoy doing it. It's actually been a lot of fun. I do enjoy organization as well, though, so I'm trying to figure out if I want to do some other organizational projects. Not necessarily in my craft studio, but things that will require, creative organizing or something like that. I know that sounds super odd and random and vague, but that's just the way my brain is working right now. So I'm kind of going through still all my die cuts, and at this point I have also pulled out my little drawer that's for hearts and stars, and just pulled out a few to add on the layout. Since I've had these drawers on my desk, I have used these a lot, and you can't tell, of course, because all the things that I've pulled out have been itty bitty and tiny, so it's not even making a dent in those drawers. But I have really enjoyed having them right there on my desk. I've used tons of labels from the drawers. As you can see, the labels that were on this layout were from those drawers. I've used tons of hearts, a couple stars here and there, and it's just been really easy having those drawers right there on the desk instead of having them on a cart or on a shelf or something like that. They are right there on my desk and super easy to grab. And I don't have a ton of stuff on my desk. I have the little drawers, I have my lamp, and then I have my little tool buckets, and that's it. I don't keep anything else on my desk, so it's really easy just to have it at the ready and easy to grab. So I'm kind of thinking like I'm done with this layout. I am going to forget to actually do the flip pocket on camera though, so you're going to see me pop back on in just a second to show you how the flip pocket turned out. All I did is I actually took, I'm adding a couple extra tiny attacher staples right now just to kind of have that element consistent across the layout. But what I did is I took a piece of the edge of a like scrap piece of page protector and sandwiched it between the top two photos, and then also adhered it to the back of the bottom photo so that when you slip it in a pocket, it still has the flip excuse me, on top. And you either have to do that when it's on the front of a layout where the openings are on the front, or on the top row. You can always do it on the top row because those pockets, at least in the Design A page protector open to the top. Alright, this is it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys like this layout, and I will be back tomorrow, like I said, with either a new kit or a final layout using this same kit. So, alright guys, I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.